Now, look, I don't know about you, but me personally, I don't really mind it when celebrities talk about politics or social issues or economic issues or anything of the sort on the grounds that they are speaking actual facts, are operating on actual data, and are operate on real experiences rather than their warped sense of what reality is, because they've been living the past multiple decades with constant amounts of wealth. Like there are some celebrities that have good takes, like Cardi B, Mark Ruffalo, to name a few. But you also get a couple of just really ignorant takes, like Kim Kardashian or John Voy, for example. But one person seems to be taking such issue with what a certain celebrity said, specifically Jennifer Lawrence. And who is this person that's just mad? I think we can just a good old buddy, Yellow Flash, good old Yellow Flash. He's just he seems just mad about Jennifer Lawrence. So let's take a quick look around here. What did Jennifer Lawrence do?
A little bit of a follow-up. This is a little bit of a follow-up to a video I did yesterday talking about Jennifer Lawrence, of course. This is who that is, if you don't know. She's been in quite a few movies, most notably, as far as pop culture-wise, I would say The Hunger Games is probably her biggest movies.
As well as just to add Mystique in the X-Men films, even though Mystique in those movies was very separated from the Mystique we know in the comics. But overall, I think Jennifer Lawrence did the best what she had, the best she could, in those roles. Even though the last film she did, which I believe was Dark Phoenix, you can tell she was just phoning it in. And there were reports indicating that she didn't even want to be in that movie.
She was also in the X-Men movies, American Hustle, and a few other things. Just in case you were wondering what she's been in. So she's been
American Hustle, freaking great movie, by the way. Check it out, great movie. Probably one of Jeremy Renner's and Jennifer Lawrence's best performances.
A lot of stuff. She's won an Oscar. She's a pretty big Hollywood player. She came out. She's actually said a bunch of.
So Jennifer Lawrence basically, to get up to speed, she said, Tucker Carlson gives me nightmares. New mom Jennifer Lawrence says Roe v. Russell has reunited feud with her MAGA supported family in Kentucky. And basically, this all boils down to Jennifer Lawrence doesn't like Tucker Carlson. She basically separated herself from her family, who are basically huge MAGA people. To which, clearly Yellowflash here seems to take huge issue with that.
Stuff in this Vogue interview that she did, but I focused on the fact that she dumped her family, which I think is awful. Her family.
Really? Why is that? Why is that? Because difference of opinion, is that it? Clearly her family believes in very messed up things that Jennifer Lawrence clearly doesn't agree with, in anything, goes against her own moral compass. So it's like, why is it bad that she dumped her family over that? I mean, that seems to me the most, logical conclusion to arrive to. I mean, I would do that over, just constantly being around them when I'm clearly not comfortable around them. That's what I would do.
Obviously conservative. They're from Kentucky, by the way.
Good old Kentucky.
And she can't get over it. She stopped talking to her family, which is awful. Like, just dumping your family because you don't agree with them politically. Right here. She's tried to convince her family to accept Hollywood politics. It's a cult, the Hollywood cult, what it is. So I think that's pretty awful.
Hollywood cult? Well, I'm guessing what you mean is she's trying to educate them more, trying to see, trying to operate from a more data-driven ideology. Because the fact of the matter is, conservatism, the whole MAGA thing, is operating on bullshit. It operates on bullshit. It doesn't operate on facts and logic. It operates on pure horseshit. These are the same people that think a fucking vaccine is going to fucking change your DNA and turn you into a fucking mutant. Which, actually sounds pretty fucking cool, but as someone who's vaccinated, I can assure you I didn't become fucking Magneto.
that she's just gone. She's wrapped up in the Hollywood system. But the other funny thing was that she says Tucker Carlson gives her nightmares, immediately telling you that she has extreme
Yeah, he also gives me a nightmare too, that weirdo motherfucker.
TDS. So what's funny about this, and I want to show you guys this, she says she has nightmares about him, but how come she doesn't have nightmares about this man?
The Harvey Weinstein thing. The Harvey Weinstein thing. Well, from what she has said, she wasn't aware. She didn't know. She was fairly new to this to Hollywood when she broke in, and from my understanding, didn't do much business with him. So yeah, she wasn't aware. Yeah, maybe that's and again, yeah, I know that for certain Hollywood folk, a lot of people knew, and I don't doubt that. But again, there's more than likely were a couple of people that didn't know. She probably was one of those people that genuinely just didn't know. So you're saying that, oh, she hates Tucker Carlson, so she obviously must be in support of Harvey Weinstein. That's such a fucked up economy to make.
And I want to point out that there's a lot of pictures of her with him. If you don't know who this is Harvey Weinstein. Not a very nice person. Did some pretty terrible things.
Yeah, he's a rapist.
But there's tons of pictures of him and her together. Not just these four. Oh, look at him here laughing at some stuff. Oh, a meme maybe. Or a text message that she received. All funny. There's more than just these four pictures, by the way. They have quite a few pictures together. Papa Harvey. Oh, look. Celebrating her Oscar win.
All of them in literal press junkets. Press junkets where multiple celebrities meet. That doesn't... It's not like they're buddy-buddy and they meet each other and go out fucking lunch every Saturday morning. It's press junkets. Yeah, multiple celebrities meet. In that same Oscar when she met Jack Nicholson for the very first time. Again, that's just where they meet.
Where are the nightmares about this man? Do those exist? It's just hypocritical. It's showing you these people are just so fake. This guy is... There's no argument on who, even if you don't like Trump, this guy is the worst of the worst right here. But all of these people had no problem with him.
So is Trump, by the way. Trump has done a lot of bad things, especially towards little kids, my dude. But you probably don't want to mention those, do you?
And they all knew what he was doing. It was the open secret. That's what everybody says. But she's got no problem hanging out with him, huh? And has no
Because she
regrets
probably
or
didn't know
nightmares about hanging out with him. It should show you how fake these people are. They're fake. And they're the last people that anyone should listen to when it comes to a moral compass.
I wonder if this dude would have the same attitude towards Brad Pitt, because Brad Pitt knew to the point where he literally threatened Harvey Weinstein to not touch his girlfriend at the time. But Brad Pitt kept working with him. So Brad Pitt kept working with him. Yeah, I have not seen a single video of him mad at Brad Pitt. Why do you think that is? Well, it's simple, because Brad Pitt doesn't talk about politics. He keeps a lot of that to himself, which is his decision. It's his right to do so. But you notice how they never go off on Brad Pitt or Quentin Tarantino. And I love Quentin Tarantino, but I highly doubt that he didn't know. He probably knew something. But they go against her because she's fairly outspoken about her politics and her beliefs.
Tucker Carlson hit back at her. Says, when you work in television, Hollywood stars dream about you, puts on his sexy glasses and mocks Lawrence for claiming she has nightmares about him, sparked by her Trump-supporting family.
When you work in television, Hollywood...
So I guess he did a whole segment on it, and he has his glasses, he put them on and said maybe she's just into him. I mean, she admits she's dreaming about him. It's kind of weird. Funny that here's when she won the Academy Award. We should put that picture of Harvey Weinstein in there. I guess this is her family. For Silver Linings Playbook. That's what the movie she won an Oscar for. We were talking about that in the chat last night on a impromptu live stream that I did. Trying to figure out what she got an Oscar for. I think she got some nominations too. Pretty sure she got nominated for American Hustle. I don't know if she won or not. But did she think this was going to go over well? Here's the home she grew up in, I guess. Talking about conservative. She grew up in a conservative environment. Oh no. So she's apparently...
Oh my God, that must have been hell. Growing up in a conservative household, I'm glad my parents are not really conservative. They're not really very left leaning either, but they're not conservative. They never forced any ideologies on me. They didn't really force religion on me. So I'm really grateful for them for that. But fuck, I would probably move out the second I could if I lived in a conservative household. Oof.
She dumped her baby. She's out there talking about how she made less money than Leonardo DiCaprio, complaining that he made more money when they did the movie Up or something, Up and Away. I don't know what it's called, but some Netflix movie about an asteroid hitting the world. I didn't watch it.
Well, I mean, if Jennifer Lawrence is a big actress, I would argue that yeah, she probably does deserve, a little bit more money than Leonardo, maybe not more than Leonardo DiCaprio, but at least a considerable, same amount. Yeah, a lot of female actresses, even though they're big, do make less money than than their male co-stars. That's just a fact. You can look it up. Emily Blunt made less money than Dwayne Johnson for the film. What was it called? I believe it was Jungle Cruise. Dwayne Johnson made more money than Emily Blunt, even though Emily Blunt is a more critically acclaimed actress than Dwayne Johnson. All due respect to him. So yeah, this is a thing.
But apparently, Leonardo DiCaprio made more money than her in that movie. And my response is, no shit. He's like 4 times the name she is. She's still got a lot of money. But I mean, you have a budget for how much you can pay people. Who are you going to pay more? Leonardo DiCaprio or Jennifer Lawrence? He's still kind of at the top of his game right now. Getting him will put asses in seats, or in this case, clicks on the title in the video. Because it's Leonardo DiCaprio.
I mean, he would know about that considering the amount of bullshit clickbait videos this guy does. I mean, he would know. He would definitely know.
Jennifer Lawrence, who is that compared to him? And I'm not saying she hasn't been a part of some movies that people enjoy, but the fact is, he's been a part of a lot more. But no, it's sexism. It's always that. It's never anything else.
It probably is.
Why don't you demand more money? Why don't you try to get more? It's just a joke. Just another TDS suffering Hollywood clown. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Also, if you would please like, subscribe, share the video.
Yeah, we're not doing that. But oh my god, man. It's the same. It's the same thing. 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 They never call out celebrities that are conservative, that are pro-Trump. None of that. They never call to them, even though they get revealed for horrible things. John Boy is a literal freaking maniac. And also, people separating their family because of political beliefs is nothing new. Angelina Jolie literally wants nothing to do with her father, John Boy, because of that. It happens. I don't want nothing to do with my grandfather because he's a fucking Trump supporter. And I'm glad they made it. Yeah, I want nothing to do with him because he's so far into that Kool-Aid that I just don't want to talk to him. I don't want to hang out with him. I don't want nothing to do with him. That's my decision. It's their decision, man. They're trying to act like it's a fucking, oh my God, it's a sin. It's horrible. So what?